you have come to the place where you can learn to harness the power of intention, to create subconscious beliefs that serve you, and to gain insights that allow you to create a life, personally and professionally, that you desire. This is the place where you leverage your subconscious mind and design your destiny. Join me now, your host, Penny Chason. Hey, joyful souls. I am back today to talk to you about one of the most common questions that I get. And that is, what's the difference between working one-on-one with you and doing group hypnosis or one-on-one with someone else? And this is a really great question, but it's also a very big question. So to break this down for you and to keep it short and in digestible chunks, I'm going to start in the most logical place, and that is to break down the benefits and the limitations of each style or type and what you should look for. So let's start with the most easily accessible option for you, and most likely a free option for you. And that is the Hypnosis audio or the Hypnosis app. Now, there are a lot of benefits to this. First of all, it's convenient. You can listen whenever you want to listen. You can have it on your phone. You can listen at your computer. You can download it onto your music player. There are just many options that you have in this process. Now, one of the things about hypnosis audios and apps is that you also have a lot of choices. You can choose many different options in terms of who has recorded the hypnosis, what the hypnosis is about, the duration of the hypnosis. And one of the other benefits is also one of the limitations. And that is that all of this variety that you have, right? The variety is great. However, if you download a hypnosis audio, sometimes you can download an audio that when you hear the person who has recorded the audio, it doesn't fit your style. I've purchased audios where there was something about the tone of the person's voice that it actually annoyed me. And I'm sure there are people out there that my voice annoys them, and that's okay. So that's where the benefit of being able to find another audio comes from. But that's also a limitation. If you purchase an audio, you might get it and decide you just absolutely don't like it. The other limitation of audios is that they can be very general. And in an effort to create audios that work for a lot of people, it's difficult to be very specific because the creator is looking to cover a lot of bases within that audio. So sometimes it might be too general. It's not individualized enough for you. Another limitation of hypnosis audios, which might be quite surprising, goes back to the wide variety of hypnosis audios available to you. Because what most people don't know is that when you work with the hypnosis audio, that you want to pick one thing, and you want to stick with that one thing until you begin to see a change, and a consistent change. And then you can switch to something else. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make with hypnosis audios and apps is that they may be listening to 2 to 3 different audios a day for very different things. And when we attempt to introduce too much change to the subconscious mind, the easiest thing for the subconscious mind to do is to not change at all. Now, group hypnosis sessions This is something I get asked about often, and I do, from time to time, offer a group hypnosis workshop called the Breakthrough Power Session. And there are people that do group sessions for weight loss, to stop smoking, and a variety of things. When you look at group hypnosis, the benefits is that a lot of people can, at least to the hypnotist, you can serve a lot of people at once. The benefit to the participant is it makes the hypnosis much more affordable. And for some people, they are much more comfortable working with the hypnotist in that group setting than in a one-on-one setting. And the more comfortable you are, the greater your rapport with the hypnotist and the greater benefit that you will get out of the hypnosis. Now, with group hypnosis, there are some of the same drawbacks as there are with hypnosis audios. The first being that when you are in a large group, because everyone can go into trance at a slightly different rate, some people may have a little bit of resistance, which should be gone if the hypnotist does a good pre-talk with you. If the hypnotist does a good job of answering all your questions about hypnosis, that resistance shouldn't be there. But in a group setting, the hypnotist is attempting to do their best to meet everyone's needs in that situation. And going into hypnosis, not everyone goes in at the same rate. Everyone is a little bit different. Also within the group hypnosis, the hypnotist is not able to customize the suggestions that they give you specific to you. Now, you might be thinking, well, if I'm going in for weight loss and they're doing hypnosis for weight loss, what's the big deal? Well, it's not a big deal. But for some people, hypnosis is more effective when the suggestions have been directly tailored for you in terms of metaphors and stories. In a group setting, a hypnotist might use a metaphor or a story that doesn't resonate with you. So in that moment, your subconscious mind can just literally think, well, that was strange. Is that going to ruin the hypnosis for you? Absolutely not. I'm just explaining to you what some of the limitations of the process are. Group hypnosis can be effective. It is effective, and it will help you change. But it's not going to be as laser focused as one-on-one work. With one-on-one work, there are several different styles of hypnosis. And just to not get into the weeds here, it's almost sometimes like comparing apples to oranges, but this is what I want you to know about the various techniques. And that is that they are all effective. They all work in their own unique and different way. And some techniques are more targeted to certain issues. So your classical hypnosis is one-on-one work where you're using suggestions for what you want. That can include metaphors and stories that when you receive these in the hypnotic state, your subconscious mind absorbs these new ideas, these suggestions, as a preferred way of doing things. Now, many times when you work with someone and you're doing what we call direct suggestion work or classical hypnosis, many times you'll receive an audio to listen to in between. It depends upon how close together your sessions are, what kind of work that you're doing. Another style of one-on-one work is conversational or Ericksonian style. And so many times as humans, we go in and out of hypnosis all day. Or I shouldn't say hypnosis, but we have what we call these subconscious moments where we're more suggestible all day. And conversational and Ericksonian style takes advantage of these moments to guide you through a process that allows your subconscious mind to work out these issues. And it's a very interesting style and one that I'm coming to embrace more and more. There's also NLP, which isn't necessarily hypnosis per se, but NLP can be used with hypnosis with NLP. And then there's a school of thought around timeline and regression style frameworks. These frameworks are specifically designed, or their specific goal is to assist clients who have a deeply rooted belief, or they have a habit or a behavior that classical hypnosis has been unable to resolve because this habit or behavior within the subconscious mind has become a protective mechanism. Now, for whatever reason, the mind can think that a certain habit or behavior is protecting you or helping you to avoid something that feels unpleasant. And these timeline and regression frameworks are specifically designed to go in laser focused, identify where that began, and begin to shift the mind's perception in a way that allows that behavior or habit to fall away, because the belief it was anchored to has been dismantled. Now, I'm biased. I trained classically. Then I received an advanced training in a regression framework, and I have advanced certification within that technique. And I professionally train other hypnotists in the same modality. I also have experience with conversational style hypnosis and NLP language patterns. So I have a little bit of all of this in my tool belt. What you want when you are trying to decide what technique is right for you is you want to find a hypnotist who has a solid process that's flexible and can incorporate any or all of these techniques based on your individual needs. Because, to be honest, for my clients, the people who choose to work with me, this evaluation begins when I am chatting with them on a subconscious blueprint call, because not everyone is a fit for what I do. And I want to evaluate a person's specific situation and make sure that I can help them before I even make that offer to them. So if you're looking to just, incorporate a new habit or eliminate an old habit, and there is not a pattern in your life where stress or other emotions trigger this habit, then direct suggestion, either one-on-one, in a group, or through hypnosis audios or apps, it's beautiful and wonderful. NLP, conversational, Ericksonian style hypnosis is wonderful for that as well. Now, when you're dealing with something that is emotionally driven, whether it's stress, fear, whatever it may be, or if there's something driving you to have cravings for something, or no matter how much work you've done, whether it's mindset work, affirmations, journaling, guided visualization, or hypnosis audios or classical hypnosis, if those things aren't working, then it's time to look into something that can get to those deeper belief patterns, which is a conversational or Ericksonian style, or diving into a timeline or a regression framework. So you want a hypnotist who has experience in those things so that you can be taken through a process. You might be thinking, well, what do you mean you have to sit and talk to somebody and see what works? Well, if I had a crystal ball and I could predict to you and say, okay, I can take this hypnosis, and I know if I do this hypnosis with you, it is going to solve all your problems, then I would be sitting on a gold mine. Each and every person, our subconscious mind is different. Our life's experiences are different. The things that we're more receptive to, the way that we process information, we're all unique individuals. Now, when a client comes to me and they ask me to help them, if I can help them, then I tell them how they can work with me. And when they connect with me and we get started, I already know exactly what I'm going to do. I also know if I need to adapt my process, exactly what I'm going to do. That comes from years of experience, thousands of sessions with hundreds of clients. So when you're looking for the right technique for you, if you've never experienced hypnosis, I encourage you to start out by finding an audio. Now, you may have to go through several before you find one that resonates with you. And just try it on for size. Use that audio, pick one, and use it every day for 2 or 3 weeks. See what happens. If you find that your problem gets agitated or you're making no headway, even though that you find that your mind quiets down and you're able to focus and be in that state that allows you to hang on every word of the hypnotist in the audio, then you're looking to work with someone who can dive a little deeper with you. The same thing with group hypnosis. What are the degree of the results that you're getting? And if you are looking for highly individualized results that are targeted to you, then group hypnosis and hypnosis audios are not right for you. You want to look at working one-on-one with a professional who has the experience to help move you through the issue that you are seeking help with. Remember that with hypnosis, just like anything else, an individualized and a targeted approach is going to be more effective than the generalized blanket approach that you would find with hypnosis audios or group hypnosis sessions. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on this episode. If you follow me on Facebook, you can drop me a DM. If you're on my email list, hit reply to any email. Let me know what you loved about this episode, and I will see you next week. Bye now. Thanks for tuning in today. I would love it if you would head over to iTunes and leave a positive review about how this episode has helped you to improve your life. When you leave a positive review, it helps us to reach even more people, helping them to change their lives, and that positive energy and vibration of sharing comes back to you as we spread the message of how you can use the power of intention, creating stronger subconscious beliefs, and raising our vibration to create the life that we desire, the one that we're here to truly live so that we can fulfill our purpose in life. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.